I welcome you back to this YouTube channel. If you're watching this video right now, I'm telling you that you are one of the luckiest person on earth. So if this is the first time you'll be coming to this channel, I really want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get notification of my upcoming videos. In the last video I made, I talked about how I prepared for my scholarship here in Finland, and in this video I will be mentioning some documents that you need to put in place as you prepare for this journey. Remember, I told you that the application window would open between November, December, and January, February. You understand? So for last year, this year, the application came up around for my program around January. So it happens around January 4th to January 18th. But you need to confirm from your program to know when your application will be opening. Is it November, December, or January, February? You understand? So the application window right now, it varies. So you need to watch out for the date. I'm going to put a link below where you can join our community, our WhatsApp community, and then you see some key documents that I've just mentioned and how you need to get them ready. You understand? Not just having the information about the documents, but what you need to put in place about the documentation till the application period. Do you understand? So as I mentioned in the last video, I have expected you to have gone through the, if you've not watched the video, please go back and watch that video. You should go through the universities that you are applying to. So check their requirements, try to know the specific requirements of your program, and see if you are qualified. Now, one thing about Finland application is that if you are not qualified for this or for that program, it's very, very difficult for you to be selected. I applied for about 5 schools, different universities, here in Finland, but I got notifications from just 2 universities. So the other schools, they said my qualification for the program is not actually in line with that, because I have passion for that program, but my qualification for the program disqualified me. So even if you have passion for that program, but your background, your past, your previous qualifications does not go in line with that program, I would advise you to pick something that can give you, that can qualify you for that program instead. Okay, without wasting much time, let me quickly mention some of these documents that you need that you need to get ready before the application begins, because the application window opens at a very short period of time. So you need to get them ready on time. Now, the first one is your completed application form. So the completed application form will be accessible online during the application. So that's the first thing. So the first documents you need for Finland admission application and scholarship is the application form. So while filling the application form, you need to pay attention to details, try to spell your names and your information right, try to put them correctly in the form. You understand? So if you have any question concerning or while filling that form, that's why I would advise you to use the link in the description below to join the WhatsApp group so you can easily ask questions. So the application is like in Nigeria, just like JAM. So they have a board that takes application from different universities through just a website, which is studyinfo.fi. So you don't need to apply to the universities directly, like going to the university website, then you apply. You won't be able to apply directly from the university. You need to apply through study info. Do you understand? So you go to Google and search www.studyinfo.fi. That is the application website. Number two, you need your bachelor's degree certificate or something equivalent to that. So your bachelor's degree certificate is one of the required documents for your master's. So if you don't have your certificate, you still have some time to apply to your schools and try to get this certificate ready. So because it will be needed and you will need to scan and upload. In fact, during my application, I uploaded my certificate and they still require me to send the document to them through the university. So they will even ask your university to send your document to them, your certificates or your diploma and everything to them so that they can see. So you need to put all these factors in place before that time so that you'll be able to meet up with the deadline. Okay. So though they will give you some time, they will give you some deadline, even after the application for you to send your documents. Then the third part of this document is your academic transcript. Your transcript is quite different from your certificate. Schools in Finland, they really, really cherish transcripts even than the certificates because the transcript contains full information about your academic journey in your previous degree. Do you understand? So you should try as much as possible to try to know the procedure for getting your academic transcripts ready. So you can get the student copy. I got my student copy from the university, and then I uploaded that copy online. Then I sent it to the university later through the university. You understand? So then the fourth one is your curriculum vitae. That's your CV. Now, I have corrected so many people on the WhatsApp platform about CV. So your CV should be done using Europa, Europa CV. Now, if you've been using Word document to prepare your CV, please, I would advise you, candid advice, you can submit it like that, but from my own perspective, I would advise you to go to europa.cv, Europa CV, to create your CV from there. So I can create a video on how to make a CV using Europa CV. So Europa CV is the accepted kind of CV here in Europe, across Europe, not only in Finland. So you can use it. It is standard. And another thing that you need to know is to be able to differentiate between job application CV and academic CV. So many people, they send job application CV for admission. You won't get the admission. You might not get the admission. Don't let me say you won't get the admission. But what the admission offices always require is the academic CV. The academic CV contains your academic journey, your professional journey, how you've impacted. It contains detailed information, if you've been to conferences before, if you've joined any program before, if you've written a book or you've written an article, it contains details about your program, your university program, and all. So the academic CV is detailed. In fact, I will tell you that my own academic CV is up to 6 pages. So you make sure that your CV is in line with the program you want to apply to. So it means that the experiences shared in the CV should complement your program, your applications. You understand? Should have a kind of relationship. If you finished your bachelor's degree if you finish your degree very at a very long time, there must be something you must have been doing between that time till now that you want to apply for a master's. So you need to include those things that you've done relating to your program in in the academic CV, just to give you a chance that you are still in the what's it called, in the process. So the next one is SOP, or statement of purpose. So SOP sometimes is also called motivation letter or statement of intent. So this depend the differences between all these is around what you are asked to write down in the SOP. So they will give you a description of what you should write. Now, don't give ChatGPT to write SOP for you. Don't give a writer to write it for you. Make sure you write it yourself. Put the interesting part of your journey in your SOP and how it has influenced your reasons for applying for the program. So I'm going to do a video. I'm going to make a video on how to prepare a good CV, and at the same time how to write a good statement of purpose. And then the next one is your letter of recommendations. So I mentioned in the last video something about recommendation letters and all. So your letter of recommendation should be given by your lecturers, your teachers. So they should be able to write and recommend you for that program and state your skills and your ability to be able to fulfill the program till the end. You understand? And then if it is from your job, then you can tell your what's it called, your boss to write a recommendation for you. It should be on official letterhead, signed and sealed. So make sure that your letter of recommendation has letterheading from the company or from the institution you are writing from. Then it must be signed. You understand? It must be signed and sealed. So that's another one. In case you are required to submit letter of recommendation. So these are the things you should start thinking in your head. Your documents you should start thinking in your head. Then the next one is proof of language proficiency. So most universities, not all, so you need to confirm from your program and from your university. Most universities require the certificate of proficiency, and from my experience, they don't take letter of English as a medium of instruction from your university. You need to prepare for that. Also, this is preparation month. So, and I have classes for IELTS. If you want to join, if you want to participate, you can reach out to me through the WhatsApp link. So the classes are very intensive and they will prepare you for for the test. You understand? So that is for letter of proficiency. The next one is your passports. Yes, passports. If you're starting if you're starting a travel journey, the first thing you should get is your passport. So your passports should be ready. You should start, if you need to start applying now, you need to apply because you will need the passport for during the application. They will tell you to scan your passport and upload. So you need to start getting your passport. If you don't have, if it is if it's going to expire very soon, check the expiry date. If it is not this year, or if it is not this year or maybe early next year, I think it's still useful. So you need to prepare your passport. That's a very important